Hi everyone, and welcome to a flip through for the first 4 months of my 2023 reading journal. So as always, I've not made much progress with my 23 and 23. I literally say the exact same thing every year. I really hope I can make a dent in it. I really at least want to do better than my 22 and 22. So I'm going to keep working on that. So by the end of April, I'd made it to 23 books. As I'm recording now, I've read a few more than that, but by the end of April, that's where I'd gotten to. I don't know why I started off writing them like so close to each other and then separating them out like that. I felt like this would be just like wasted space. I might put some stickers in there or something just to try and fill up some of the gaps so it doesn't look as empty, because this is like a very basic spread. I did finally get to add another 5-star read in here, which was Apprentice by Jenny Sandiford. That was really good. So I've said it before, but I'm trying to be a bit pickier about what I add to my what books I give 5 stars to, because I look back at some of the ones from 2022, particularly at the start of the year, and I was like, would I still rate it 5 stars? Was it really, really worth it? So I'm being a bit more selective about what makes it on this spread, hence why it's a bit simpler than last year's. Still always going to be one of my favourite spreads in my book journal. My book cover spread is just, it's always so satisfying, especially when you get to like complete a page. I just love it. I like seeing all the different colours and all the covers. It's always going to be one of my favourites. Audiobooks, I started off kind of fast at the start of the year and then I kind of fell away from them again. I have got a couple more to add on here, which is good, but I'm not sure if I'll need the full spread or if I'll need to add more. We'll see how the rest of the year goes. I've been super lucky with ARCs. I've had 11 so far out of all the books that I've read this year. I'm just so blessed and so lucky that I've been able to get so many of them, and they've all been so good as well. So that's been wonderful. I can't wait to keep filling this spread out. Next up, my reading statistics. Started the year a bit slow with reading, kind of picked it up in March and not too bad in April. I seem to be reading less pages though, which is quite interesting, even though like my book numbers went up. So, I mean, of course, if it was a longer book, that might accommodate like this number here, but I really like these reading stats. I also wish that I'd done one for hours listened for audiobooks as well. That's something that I'm definitely going to think about adding to next year's book journal. Oh, this spread actually frustrates me so much. This one was great. I mean, the writing here is really small, but I can see it fine. But for some reason I was like, hey, no, that doesn't work. I want to try and make it a bit bigger. And then February's wasn't too bad. And then March and April just, I don't know what happened. they look absolutely horrendous. I can never get them to fit in anymore. I'm just going to have to just really shrink them down and just be more careful about it, I think. It's a shame because I really wanted to like this spread, but because it's so messy, I can't enjoy it as much as I should. Book bingo's going alright. I've got a few in here. There's probably a few more that I could have filled in, but I didn't want to do too many at the start of the year. If I do find that I'm getting near the end of the year and I can't fill some of them in, I'll go back and check the books that I've read before to see if I can complete everything up. So far, this is my busiest line with 3 books in it, so quite excited to try and fill up the rest of this. Author A to Z is going really well, but these always do at the start of the year because it's so easy to find names to put in here, but it starts getting really hard near the end of the year when everybody's names start with the same letters. So, but a really good start. I've made really good progress so far. This is my collection spread. I honestly have not updated this. I should really go back. I mean, I did colour in like the last of the Vicious Lost Boys, but I should really add in some more series here because I've just started The Bear and the Nightingale, and I'm probably going to read the whole trilogy with my book club, so I should really fill this in. Monthly faves. So for the first 3 months, these are the ones that were battling it out. It was I'm Glad My Mom Died, I'll Be the One, and Marrow was the winner. It was just too good. I couldn't let it pass. And then for April, my favourite was my 5-star read, the only one, Apprentice by Jenny Sandiford. Going back to January, I'd really kept with the cottagecore theme here. All my toadstools, all my mushrooms, and I really do like how this spread turned out. This is when I tried my new reviewing system for the first time by having the rating, favourite characters, notes and quotes here, because I wanted to be more, like, paying more attention to what I was reading and try to get a bit more out of it. So I decided to do this. I did like the layout. It was a little bit crowded, but I finally fixed that in April. It took me 3 months, but we finally got there. And I obviously overestimated how much I was going to read, so I'd left this page blank, but ended up having to fill it up with some stickers and some bits and pieces just so that it wasn't wasted space. February, again, stuck with the mushrooms. You just can't beat them. They're just so cute and they just put a smile on my face. Really similar here. I don't know what happened with the size of this one. It's absolutely huge. But basically the same format as January. March, kept it going. I did actually add in a couple of extra rectangles here because I read quite a lot in March. But I still kept going with the cottagecore theme, which I still absolutely adore, even though I completely abandoned it in April, but that's okay. But yeah, I really like that, and I'll say some spare room. I was going to print something to go over the top here, but I thought, oh, what's the point? It's there now, it doesn't really matter. April is when I completely abandoned the theme and decided that I was obsessed with the cherry blossoms since I'd been out to see them here in Korea, and decided just to go pink or go home apparently. Read a few books here. Really wasn't my best reading month though. The Fey Princes was good and it was a nice wrap up to the series, and obviously I loved Apprentice, hence why I gave it 5 stars. The other ones didn't really live up to my expectations. But I did make the change this month and put just a small space between the reviews here, and I think it makes it look so much better. Like if you compare this to here, this just looks so cluttered, but this looks a lot better, I think. I know it's such a small difference, but for me I feel like it really makes it easier to read and just makes it look a little bit better with the gaps in it. And again, I overestimated how much I was going to read, so I ended up making these and putting some stickers on here just to try and fill up the space. And that's it. That's the first 4 months of my 2023 reading journal. I hope you enjoyed. I hope you have the most wonderful day. Bye!